At the beginning of each new year, there's a healthy custom where people make New Year's resolutions. Many staff members here at Mill Pond have made their own. Would you like to hear them?
My New Year's resolution is being more present and more mindful in the moment. So for me, that means spending less time on things like my phone and computer and searching social media, and more time with my friends and family and having face-to-face relationships.
My New Year's resolution is to exercise more. I'm hoping to decrease stress and become just a healthier person. I'm hoping that I get to go to a lot of Zumba classes and snowboard more.
My New Year's resolution is to travel more, especially to a warmer climate during the cold winter months.
So this year, for 2019, I've set a bunch of goals. My students know about a lot of them, but the two personal goals I've set is this year I am not going to eat any food in front of the television. I want to do more mindful eating, and the other goal is to try to get at least 7 hours of sleep. The goal is 8 hours of sleep every night, which I am terrible about doing. So those are the two goals.
My New Year's resolution is to give myself more time to get places so that I feel less stressed and hurried when I need to be somewhere and I'm late less. So, fingers crossed.
My New Year's resolutions are to drink more water and to read more books.
And my New Year's resolution is to be more organized and to use less plastic in my everyday life.
My New Year's resolution this year is to use more positive self-talk, to treat myself kindly and make sure I say things that help me do better versus putting myself down and making it harder. When I say things like, I'll get better at that, or I haven't figured that out yet, it helps me to feel good and energized and positive, knowing that I'm being kind and respectful to myself, not just others.
My New Year's resolution is to start exercising again. I haven't really exercised in about a year. I joined the gym, and I've already gone about 3 times a week, and I'm hoping that I can continue this for the rest of the year and for the rest of my life. I want to make it part of my just daily life, and I do it by now scheduling time at the gym. I think about when I can go during the week.
My New Year's resolution is to exercise at least twice a week, either running or biking. When I do that, I feel more relaxed, I feel like I'm doing my job better, and I have more energy.
So my New Year's resolution is to pick on certain students less. And you know who you are. Actually, seriously, my goal is to continue to practice mindfulness, which I do every morning when I sit on the edge of my bed. I rub my feet on the floor and I breathe deeply for 3 minutes, and that helps me to prepare for the day and the students that I look forward to guiding into the future.
Hi, my New Year's resolution is to get better sleep. I need to have a better sleep pattern. My biggest thing that's my problem is that I use my electronics right before I go to bed, and I know that that's causing me not to get to a good night's sleep. So I'm going to unplug probably about 2 hours before I go to sleep, maybe get a good book, and then get my 8 hours of sleep. New Year's resolution.
My New Year's resolution is to be more organized about meal planning, especially cooking dinners. My mum has started a full-time job this year, so I really want to be able to help out more with cooking dinners and just being more organized throughout the week.
My New Year's resolution this year is to execute more. And I think by that what I mean is I think I have come up with lots of good ideas that sometimes that grow in my head and I really want to get excited about them. I want to kind of shrink them down sometimes and actually do the things that I think about. An example of that is, for instance, if I think about doing something really nice for someone in my family, instead of just dreaming it up and kind of saying, oh, I'm going to buy a huge bouquet of flowers, maybe just stopping on the way home and buying a single flower, or doing something small where I actually follow through with nice gestures to other people. And it doesn't always have to be something big and elaborate, but sometimes I think just the small things are the ones that matter, and they're also the easiest to do. So instead of kind of putting it off and thinking about it more and more, just executing it, getting it done, and letting other people see how you feel and letting other people know what you're thinking by actually doing things instead of thinking things. So that's my resolution this year.
Do you know what all of these resolutions have in common? They all have to do with improving personal wellness. Health experts have created a diagram that is referred to as the wellness wheel. The purpose of the wellness wheel is to demonstrate the different elements that are necessary in a person's life to feel well. Many people do not realize that there is more to being well than just being physically fit. As you look at this wellness wheel, notice the different spokes on the wheel. Now we are going to play a game so that you can learn more about it.